Evening, folks. Evening. I'll put my phone on silent there. Evening. Thanks for joining me. I know it's a difficult time, 8 o'clock, so if you can join me now, fantastic. If you want to save till later, I understand that as well. I was hoping maybe sort of later in the evening I'd catch more people, but obviously I'm going to save this, so it's not a problem. I'm going to take up 10 minutes of your time. So, not long. Well, 10 minutes is Sarah time. Let's do this exercise for 1 minute, 10 minutes later. I'm just going to wait for people to come on in. What a lush day it's been, hey? It's been so nice out, so nice. Cramming in the tan, because I think it's all changed. Yeah, it is all changed from tomorrow. We've just brought in all of the cushions from outside, the umbrella, everything we brought in. So yeah, it's all changed. Summer's over. Not sure how I'm going to top up my tan now. Certainly no holidays. Brilliant. That's still making a noise. Why is that still making a noise? Let's turn that on. There we go. Right, just going to wait a few more moments because I don't want to start and then people sort of join in. I know it's just a few minutes after 8 even, so I'm just going to wait just a few seconds. Brilliant. It's okay, I'll stop talking for a moment. Come on in, everybody. I just need to get a tissue, actually. Is everybody else finding that hay fever is like way up there at the moment? I think do we need a little bit of rain? Does rain help with hay fever? I'm not sure. Probably. I'm not sure. Lovely. Everybody's coming on in. I think you all think I'm going to reveal something amazing. I'm not really. I just want to share some ideas and thoughts, and I think it's really, really important for me to be completely transparent with you on what I'm thinking and what I'm not planning, because I can't plan at the moment. I can do my best, but I can't do a great job because there's not much guidance really out there. So I'm just going to do my best and fill you in on what I'm thinking. Okay, I am going to make a start now because it is after 8 and I said I wasn't going to take up too much of your time. So as I said, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. I want to sort of let you know what my thoughts are. You are my paying customers and I need to make sure that you guys are served all the time and that you have something in place and you know what's going to happen with your fitness, your lifestyle, your support. And I just want to let you know that I'm here for you in whatever version it is. So this is not me saying everything's going to stop and I'm going to go and retire somewhere. No. I'm with you guys the whole way. I just want to sort of make sure that I'm letting you know sort of how I'm feeling and sort of the way I'm thinking as well. And I just want to say before I start anything, I am absolutely honoured to be working with a bunch of really, really smashing people that understand how important it is to prioritise their health and just to keep at it through really, really difficult times. And also a huge thank you to everybody who's supported me as well. When we went into lockdown, I had no idea how this was going to turn out. I didn't know whether all of you were going to scarper. I didn't know whether, I had no idea. It's just a risk, and I guess with all businesses, small businesses in particular, it was just a big risk on what was going to happen. So I think that we have made virtual fitness absolutely spot on, and long may it continue, So thank you all very much for your support, your love, just thank you so much. So move forward. As I said, I need to make plans. And obviously they're a little bit sketchy at the moment because I don't have a great deal of guidance from the government. I've sort of been having a look at sort of similar things that have been going on and just sort of getting an idea of what is going to happen to classes when we go back. I strongly believe that coming into lockdown was so easy because all it was is like end of, now you need to do something else, no more classes, now you need to just, and I think going back into face-to-face classes is going to be a little bit more tricky and a lot more considerations are going to have to be made when we go back into face-to-face classes. It's not as if we could say, okay, all over now, everybody back, let's start classes from tomorrow, all back to normal. It's not going to be that way. There's going to be so many considerations I need to take on board. I've got lots of clients, not as many as I did have. Yeah, bear in mind, I've probably had between a third and a half of my clients either leave, stop paying, can't pay for whatever reason, and I fully respect that. I mean, online is not for everybody. I fully respect that, and it has been sort of a really tricky time for a lot of people. But yeah, I have a lot of clients, all who have lots of different needs and different worries, different concerns, and I've really got to take on board everybody's needs, really. Yeah, I'm not going to please everybody all the time. Obviously, going online hasn't pleased a lot of people. It's not worked for a lot of people, and I fully get that. But I need to really start, thinking about what I'm going to do to help as many of my clients as possible moving forward. So, obviously, it's a little bit of a dilemma. My duty of care to you guys is to keep you safe and secure within your classes, absolutely, with the venues that I use as well. It's not just me exclusively, it's the venues that I use as well. I'm not a gym. I don't have one venue where I can, put everything in place and it's done. I go to lots and lots of different venues, as you know, and I'm going to have to look at each venue and see whether they're going to be safe for us moving forward. And for those who've been or who come to different venues, they're all different. Some are halls, some are schools, some are small halls, some are big halls. They're all different. One thing that I do know, and it's probably, obviously we don't know about indoor group fitness yet, but more than likely from what I'm reading, we're going to have to stick to this 2 meter social distance, which it's a worry. It's a worry because many of my venues that I use, the halls that I use, for me to do 2 meter social distancing, it's going to make that hall unviable. And in fact, there's quite a few of my halls. I have to have X amount of clients in each class to make my business work moving forward. So it is a dilemma. And then I've got to also bear in mind that many of my clients as well are over 70, have underlying health conditions, are maybe shielding others as well. And I think there's going to be a lot of worry moving forward with how people interact. And this is what I've really got to bear in mind moving forward. And I think, as in my classes, like let's take, for example, my club-a-side class on a Thursday, the energy, the vibe, what makes the class so fantastic and what club-a-side pushes for is that getting lots of people together and having that really good experience of a class. Club-a-side isn't going to work if we're doing 2 meter social distancing. How many people am I going to get into King's Forest? 16 maybe? That class is not going to be viable. So I've really got to think about what I'm going to do moving forward, and I've got to really have a good look at my venues, and just have a really good think about it. So what I'm saying is that as soon as the government says, yeah, indoor fitness, go for it, yeah, we can open up schools again for out of schools hiring, we can open up all the halls and stuff, I'm not going to go, yep, right, back everybody, let's go. It's going to be a little bit more controlled than that and a little bit more planning involved. And I'm not saying that I'm never ever going to go back to classes, and that's not what I'm saying either. I'm just really going to have to put a lot of thought into it, and I just want to share that with you now, that it's not going to be a stop virtual fitness one day and start face-to-face classes the next day. There is going to be an overlap, and it's going to be a gradual thing. And talking to a lot of my fitness counterparts, a lot of them are saying, probably until things are back to normal, we're talking next year. And I just want to sort of be realistic with you that there are going to be some classes that aren't going to be opening immediately, and I'm just going to do that staggered approach. So I need to plan, and I can't run my business from week to week. Albeit, yeah, sometimes I have to, but for me to work, I am a bit of a control freak. I like to be in control, and when I'm not in control, I don't work well. So I have planned to definitely run virtual fitness, no face-to-face classes, with the earliest possible date of the 10th of August. So that's the whole of June, the whole of July. I am taking a couple of weeks off from doing this live thing. You'll still be well served in that time. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. But I'm taking holidays until the 9th. So the earliest possible date that I'm going to consider opening face-to-face classes, assuming that the government has allowed this, is the 10th of August. And it's not going to be every single class back at once. As I said, we're going to have a staggered, phased approach. If I were to open up all my classes and have to obey this 2-metre thing, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people because I'm not going to be able to fit everybody in. So what I can't do physically, mentally, and it would probably kill me as well, is run virtual fitness full time and run real fitness full time. I can't do that. So something's got to give, which is why I want to do it staggered. So what I'm saying, what I'm going to do to ensure that you have everything you need, and hey, we've survived the last 10 weeks of virtual fitness. I know we can do this for a little bit longer. I know we can. I'm going to keep up the great work, the variety, the support, and I've got lots of ideas to make it more varied, more motivating for you moving forward as well. So what I'm going to do, what I am promising you is either I'm going to run virtual fitness full time, like I am now, like you're getting right now, or I'm going to run part-time virtual fitness, part-time real fitness. So the two together, so part-time and part-time, and then with that phased approach of getting back to face-to-face classes. So I don't know when that's going to be, and I'm going to keep you up to date. But what I don't want you to think is that, oh yeah, gyms are all opening on the 4th of July, so will Sarah. I really need some time and I need to plan, as I said. So my first possible start date is going to be the 10th of August. Okay, so what? I'm just reading through my notes to make sure that I've got everything covered. So if I do open fully, so say for example I did open fully as soon as I'm given the go ahead. The other things I need to bear in mind as well is because I've had between sort of a third and a half of my income drop off, I can't actually afford to go back to full-time classes right now. It's not going to work. I would be out of business within a month. I also have to think about those clients that can't and won't come back immediately, that need a little bit of time, need to be happy with what they're coming back to, and July is probably not going to work for them. So I need to make sure I'm serving those clients as well. So that's those who have been shielding others, those who are over 70, of which, you know, I do have many clients that are, those with underlying health issues. They might not be happy to come back to full-time classes just yet, so I need to bear those in mind as well. I believe as well, and not that this is, you know, your concern at all, but I think filling my classes is not going to be an easy thing moving forward. I think people are going to be very cautious about going into indoor group setting. So that's going to be an issue as well. So it's not as if I can say, yeah, I'll advertise and I'll get a load of people back in. That's not going to happen, especially if there's not a space for them because we're doing this 2-metre thing. So I'm up against this, and this is things that I've been thinking about a lot over the last few weeks about how I'm going to do this return, and it's not an easy thing. So definitely virtual fitness is all go until at least the 10th of August, and then if I'm given the go ahead, I'm going to start phasing classes back in. I also want to let you know as well, virtual fitness will stay. I am not closing this. So when we are back to full-time, when we are back to full-time face-to-face classes, this group will stay open forever. So don't worry about these workouts that you're saving, and just think, you know, by the end of the year, or whatever the date is, there's going to be hundreds of workouts on here, and I don't want you to be deprived of that, because I believe as well that's all my hard work, and I want it to be there for you. Also as well, excuse me, is that I am now working on a website to have virtual fitness classes available for you moving forward. So when we end Virtual Fitness Facebook, it's going to be transferred to Virtual Fitness website, and you're going to have access to classes every week. And I'm going to do that moving forward until whenever, eternity, forever. So that is going to be an additional benefit for you. I see that there are lots and lots of benefits that you're telling me about online workout that perhaps we hadn't considered before. And because we were sort of pushed into this rather quickly and we had to adapt, then we found that actually online fitness, online working really, really does work for us. So with that, bearing that in mind, I'm going to keep up the virtual fitness classes for you when we're back to face-to-face classes as well. So again, we'll have a bit of a crossover. That's the word I'm looking for. A bit of a crossover, and that's going to continue for the length of your membership. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I think I've covered everything. I'm just going to have a quick scan of all my notes. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. So please give me your feedback, your thoughts, your worries. Let me know if you think that that's reasonable or unreasonable. I'm sure you'll agree that it is such a difficult position for me and for other group fitness instructors as well. And I'm part of a very supportive group of fitness instructors, and we sort of communicate on a day-to-day basis on this approach. And as I said, many of my counterparts who have very similar client base to me, so age-wise, are saying no, not yet. It's too early. It's too early to go back right now. So and too early to go right back into it. So let's phase it in and do this properly to keep you guys safe, to protect my business as well, because if I go flying in, I'm not going to have a business a month later because it's just not going to be viable for me. So lots and lots of considerations. But I just want to let you know that I'm here to support you, not going anywhere, not anywhere at all. I'm here to support you. You're supporting me. We're having a good time on Virtual Fitness. I am enjoying it, and I am enjoying the this live thing. I'm getting quite confident at it now, I think. Yeah, never talk so much of my whole life. Okay, thank you very much, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. I am going to save this. And as I said, any comments and stuff. And once again, thank you all so very much for giving up. Okay, just over 15 minutes of your time on a Tuesday evening. Take care, my lovelies. Enjoy the rest of the warm weather, and I'll see you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. We have Wednesday morning. Back to it, fitness. Yay! Bye, guys. Bye.